First of all, I got a call from Mr. Munnings. So I asked him, are you ready for the cremation? He said no. Finance is not available as yet, but I have a body for you to pick up at Burrell Boom and deal with. When I get that statement to deal with a body, it's direct cremation. If you say transport from point A to point B, that's different.
That's the voice of Chico. He is using a childhood alias and is speaking off camera for fear of his safety. Chico runs a funeral home that mistakenly cremated the body of 26-year-old Dornell Talbert earlier this week. Talbert was shot and killed in Scotland Half Moon on Saturday. As the undertaker explains, a cremation that was scheduled for Monday was eventually postponed.
And first of all, this mix-up with a man and a woman, it can't be possible. One body is at Carl from
Cremation.
From August 31st, and one body is at Burrell Boom. So there's no mix-up in a male and a female. The mix-up is miscommunication, cremation, and transport from Burrell Boom to Carl Hushner.
How do you interpret a body to deal with as cremation?
Because usually, if you say transport from point A to point B, I know
that's clear.
That's clear. I pick up from point A to point B. When you say I have a next body you pick up and deal with, automatically, in my head, that's cremation because that's the term already used to.
A tomb for what should have been Talbert's casket has already been constructed at the Double Head Cabbage cemetery. The grave error, however, now means that a metal urn will be placed inside the concrete tomb and not a wooden casket. Stephanie Talbert spoke with us today while standing next to her son's tomb.
Well, can't make no arrangement. They say this done, they done. We just have to finish it, and then we put this person who's supposed to be my son in there. Because I don't know if this is my son. This not even have a name. It just mark in loving memory. In loving memory of who? Who? Mr. Mullen did everything he could have done for us and more and worse. Because now I have to deal with this. And so we just do this, and we do it yeah, on our own. We have our pastor and everything, and we're gonna do the service with. Because now it's not a funeral service. It's like a celebration to remember a life. So we're just gonna go through with everything. It's stay the same. It's just that now it's without a body.
According to Andrew Munnings, before any cremation, the funeral home must be in possession of a death certificate and full authorization must be given by the family. In this case, while Munnings Funeral Home had the death certificate, none of the funeral homes were in possession of a consent form from Dornell Talbert's family.
The body should have been in the morgue from Monday evening. Keep in mind the actual morgue was awaiting this body to come back from Monday evening. If it is that I had scheduled a cremation, the morgue may have done lock up by 5. The morgue never made a wait for anybody. There was no consent for any cremation, anything. When I got the death certificate, it was from an employee at the medical college because the family member that went to witness the actual post-mortem did not have any net. You have to send me that for me to say, all right, I declare that I am the person in charge of this body. That is the reason why I called the other funeral home. Please go ahead. I am dealing with my daughter. Please go ahead and move the body from Boom and bring the body back to KHMH.
Leiva's Funeral Home trusted that its counterpart had all the paperwork dealt with and would make the proper submissions after the September 10th holiday. Chico says all he needed to move the body from Burrell Boom was a death certificate, which was left at the facility's security booth.
Listen to me. These guys contract me to cremate. So once they call me and tell me go ahead, they deal with the paperwork. I go and do the physical part because it's not my personal job. If it was my personal job, I would have known that this is no cremation because then I would have been up there with that farm. I don't use no other agent or no other people. I try to be there the best of my ability if I can So these kind of things don't happen. This is nothing strange to me. Sometimes the body is decomposed, sometimes postmortem finish when the office is already shit. So this is nothing strange to me. Like, this is the first time I went to do a cremation without certain documents.
Chico insists that the blunder was the result of miscommunication and nothing more. The situation has left his entire staff distressed, and he sends his condolences to the family. News 5 understands that the family of Dornell Talbert is weighing its options, including the possibility of legal recourse.
You need at least a family member, the paper from the postmortem, like the death certificate, and none of them they never given. Yeah. So I still, as I say, we need more answers. We need answers. There are more questions than answers, because there's so much thing needed to have done to go through with a whatever it's called, cremation. Correct. I get it correct, cremation.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.